Today is one of those days. You know what? 9 to 5 sucks. It sucks balls. I'm telling you, balls. If you couldn't tell, I just got home. It's last time I checked, it was like 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. I woke up for around 6, no, 7, around 7 o'clock. 6. Okay, I'm not saying that, but 7 to 6. I don't know how many hours you could calculate that, but 9 to 5 sucks balls, bro. It sucks. You know, when I didn't really had any job, I was mostly just home doing nothing. I wanted to get a job and at least have some money coming in, and I could probably use that money to learn how to invest or something, like just start something small, like especially when you're at this age, at this situation, like many young men out there and probably older men. Look, it sucks, right? I didn't even know. I used to think like, yeah, it's not that bad, it's not that hard, because I wasn't doing it, right? I did it and it sucks. It is terrible. No, the work I did is construction, right? So today was a demolition kind of day. Took tools and we just breaking down stuff. It's harsh. It's definitely harsh because, well, I mean, it's fun to destroy shit, but guess what? You gotta clean up after, and holy, no one hate that the most. But the other than just the stress and the workload from a 9 to 5, right, that they give you. Oh yeah, the only reason I'm shaking is because I'm shaking my leg. I gotta stop. The only reason it really sucks today is just, no, I know it sucks even more, is because I realize they don't really treat you like human. They don't really have sympathy for you. They they just tell you go do this, go do that, and if you are taking a break, because I I wasn't able to work for a little while now, and I just got straight back in it, and apparently today was a pretty heavy duty kind of day, right? And I would, and of course my legs were fucked, right? Because I had to carry heavy pieces of wood, concrete, ta- um, co- what's it called? Marble tiles, marble linings or something. It's called. I think it's mesh. It was like concrete mesh tiles or something. That shit heavy. That shit real heavy. Not to mention a bunch of big pieces of wood, because they were demolition, so they were like cleaning an entire room, and then we'd have to get it. They don't really treat you like human. I realize, you're expendable. I sat down just for 5 minutes, just a, or maybe a little more, just not. It wasn't over the top like 30 minutes straight. Like, no, right? But I just sat down just to let my legs cool off on my arms too, because again, it was plenty lifting. My wrist hurts, my leg hurt, my left ankle hurts the most. It's hurting right now, right? That's why I'm lying down. And when I was sitting down, resting, I was told like, you, why you slacking off? Why you being lazy? Why you not doing what the work you have to do? And it's like they compare you to their job, right? Now the boss, there's a reason why he's the most experienced, right? It was pretty much like, I guess you could say, mentorship, I guess. Apprentice, right? Apprentice, basically, right? And it's like these people don't have no emotional intelligence. They're not sympathetic, right? I hope I say that word right, right? But it's like they don't. It's like once they hire you, you're just some fucking piece of meat, dog. What the hell I mean by that? Just I hire you, you do whatever I want. I don't care how you feel. You do it. You as a slave. That's it. Oh my gosh, it sucks. It sucks so bad. Another thing is one of the people's home that we were doing. Oh my god, even they were a problem because listen, I had to drag materials from the basement. It was a bathroom in the basement, right? And we had to take that some of those materials, the hardwood, the marbles, the concrete, whatever, with pieces of concrete and stuff, right? And we used to take that. I have to take that. Yeah, it's just me and the next guy. Me and the next guy. Just all. It's like three people. Me, next guy, and a boss. Right, the boss. It's a basically a up and coming business, right? No, I know the. I don't really know the boss too much, but she alright. She's alright, right? She's not that bad. She's uh whatever. You know what? Forget her. When I was carrying this stuff, right, and this was in the people's home that we were working with. Now the home was very big. It was a very well off family, very well off. Right, they got a basement, big ass living room, multiple TVs. Oh, they got a whole living room in the basement as well, and a bathroom and a pool table and a gym. They got everything, right? It was a really nice house, and not to mention they got like a attic and a second floor, right? No, ground, first floor. They had a first floor, right? I think ground is just the base, the normal one. First floor is the one above. Second is the one above. So it's kind of like three level. I, I hope I said it right. Second, well, you know where, but just say second floor and done. Right? They had like two. Dog, it was a big house. It was a real nice house, and I had to carry that wood up the all those materials up the stairs through one door, and that door, or not to mention, these people are very, for some reason it's like all of the well-off people, all the people who have really good money, really good, like well financially up, they are so damn picky, and they are so damn like fuck. But I want to say ungrateful, but I don't know. It's like they don't have no pity, man. They don't actually, nah, forget pity, nah. It's like they don't really care about you, right? They work hard, who cares? Like that's, you know, because we weren't allowed. Of course, this is just natural etiquette to not walk with shoes in the house, but because of how the job was and what they wanted us. Here's what they wanted us. Now they had carpet on the stairs, and the whole basement was just like carpet floor, right? They didn't. It was no wood floor, and it was just carpet, right? Soft carpet to walk on. It was nice. It was comfy, right? To just work, but they didn't want you to wear shoes. Yes, they didn't want you to wear shoes on to dirty the inside of the house. Okay, okay, no problem. Here's the problem with that. Construction, there's nails. I literally stepped on 3 nails so far through my shoes. No, luckily none of them punctured my foot, right? But you were dealing with construction again, nails, sharp objects, not to mention the tiles. Tiles are very sharp when they break, right? I am lucky I brought glasses because many of them pitchy glasses and I didn't get anything in my eye. Some of my comrades got some, a few scratches, but it was fine. Ooh, we use a jackhammer. First time I used a jackhammer. It was noisy, powerful. It was amazing, right? But back to the story. Yeah, they were just they weren't really the kind of people you would just work with. They would work with you. They just wanted like my way, my way. Like, god damn, bro. I was taking the same materials, so now I had to walk upstairs. I have to wear my shoes. I have to wear my shoes downstairs because it's just too much stuff everywhere. Nails, glass. I have to, right? And they were mad at me. They were mad at. No, of course it wasn't just me alone. They were also doing, but they were mad at us for doing that, right? Lord, but it's like again, no emotional intelligence. It's like you can't be understanding. God damn. So you take the equipment, take the materials. When I have to go up the stairs, then so we go straight down. So after you come up the stairs, you take a right, then you go straight down, then you take a left, then there's a next door. So now you have to open that door, right? And somehow they always want the doors closed. They're again very strange, picky people. It's like and you encounter that a lot when it comes to the well off. They were like really, really good middle class. They weren't like rich. They were like really, really good middle class, right? After that, there was another door. No, to make my trip easier, I got the first door to be permanently open. I stuck like a rag underneath the door just to keep it open. And the second door led to the, what do you call it? You call it the garage, right? The garage, right? And every time I carry in something heavy, listen, they always want the door to the garage to be closed, right? But that was very stressful because I had to be carrying very heavy shit. There was a time where I almost dropped I was carrying a big ass tile, right? Oh, my back and thing nothing, but feel like a old man. And I almost dropped that, right? Because I was holding it on. I was trying to like one hand. I was having it on my right hand, right? So I had it. So it was leaning against me, and I was holding the base with this hand, right? And I had it leaning against me, and I had to use my left hand to try and open the door. No, because there was only one hand supporting that heavy thing, and I tried it nearly fall, and I had to reach and grab it. And then they just, my God, the house was massive, right? The garage was open. Yes, it was cold, but it's not even that bad. I literally could walk outside, stay for like 30 minutes, and I then would probably start to get cold. It wasn't even bad, right? But they weren't really people you could work with. And I went ahead. I got the door open, went, put the stuff, and I just had to keep doing that over and over and over. And I got to get that, I got a way to keep that door open, and I was just making trips, real quick, very, very quick, right? And then all of a sudden, when she came home, again, she was out, right? Now, I was already finished, right? So, thank God I used that in time before, yeah, she come. And then when she comes, she's like, please keep the door closed or some shit. Like, it's like, I learned a couple things from this. One is, I don't want money to change me. Just because I financially stable does not mean it changes who I am, and I start to treat people like shit. And I don't try to be understanding and put myself in their shoes and understand that, okay, the work that they're doing for me is difficult, and it would be oh so kind just to sacrifice a little. Like, if I were to allow them to work with shoes in the house, okay, if they are literally rebuilding my bathroom, my basement, whatever, and the cost to make their efficiency higher, and their productivity and their mood, by making sure they're comfortable, right? They could just walk in the house. No, not all over, of course. It's gonna be like a fixed direction. It's not like they're gonna walk in the kitchen for some reason, walk in the attic for some reason. Like, obviously, right? Common sense, right? And they just walking with the shoes on to make things comfortable. And all it costs me is, yeah, I mean, it's still costing me money because I'm paying them, but it's only costing me like what? Just a few minutes of sweeping, or cleaning, or leaving the door open for which you say go get cool. Okay, if you leave it on too long. But like, because we had to keep that door closed every time I come in past, that job, it was really long. It took so long. Like, I don't get it though. Like, these people, like, it was like when you're really comfortable and you're just really safe. It's kind of like privileged people, you know, like when you're too privileged, it changes you, right? And dog, all I see, you know what? I don't really want to be the kind of person that always complains about things. All I saw it was 9 to 5 sucks. Oh, that's all I saw today as 9 to 5 sucks. It sucks balls. It sucks ass. It sucks so bad. Telling you. And the thing is, nobody really tells you like you did a good job or anything. You know, you work hard, good job. They don't even tell you nothing like that. Sad. I made sure I wasn't that kind of guy though. I didn't want to be like that. I didn't want to be. I didn't want to be like them, and like the other average guys, like in jobs and shit. You know, like when like when you go to buy Tim Hortons or like coffee or Starbucks or whatever it is you buy, right? You saw the cashier, no, the cashier, whatever, always like the face is like numb. Guess what? You even like make an effort to talk to them, right? It's like, I mean, if you treat people so, they're gonna treat you back, right? Even if they didn't tell me good job, whatever, I made sure I tell somebody, workers, that good job, right? Because they were clean, right? We all had responsibilities. I made sure I tell them good job. You did a good job. Even though not a single soul tell me, that's fine. You know, I don't wanna be like them, right? But I will make sure I, like say something I would love to have someone say to me, Like, yeah, it sucks. Yeah. And again, I just learned I don't want money to change me, yeah. Yeah, be very careful. Don't let money change you. Even if you had $1 million in your bank account right now. Even if I had $1 million in my bank account right now, like right this instant, a lot of stress would go away. Definitely. A lot of worrying about this and that would probably go away. Right? You don't have to worry about bills. You don't have to worry about paying this. You don't have to worry about taxes, expenditures. Wait, expenditures? I can't remember what that would mean. Using words I don't know. But yeah, just I don't want you to. I don't really want people to work on 9 to 5. Now, I mean, in the beginning, you might have to just to get a income, but for life, I again, as if you want to, everyone had their own choice, but it's shit hard, telling you. And again, don't let money change you. Right? Even if you had $1 million, if I had $1 million right now, I'm not changing. I still gonna do my same things. I mean, of course, now that I'm more well off financially, then I could focus on other stuff like my health, more on my health, more on my education and like skills and so on. And yeah, and that's basically it. It's not much, right? And some people they go on it crazy, and like as soon as they get $1 million, they feel like they have to spend $1 million. They have to buy this, have to buy that, a bunch of girls, bunch of sleeping with women, a bunch of gambling, a bunch of random bullshit. Like I don't get it. I just don't get it. Right. So yeah, I didn't even know I was really gonna get any kind of life advice or stories to tell in this video because I'm tired and I didn't want to make a video. But I want to be a man of my word and prove to you boys, men, women, that I guess this is just realistically how someone would start off. Like, I'm thinking long term. I'm thinking one day in the future, I will look back and I'll be proud of myself for making all of these videos, And people could see, like, I don't know why. You always see all these millionaires and stuff when they're successful. You always see the end, where they are now, right? You never really get to see the beginning, where like from 17, 18, 19, so on, so on, so on, right? I guess that's what I'm trying to prove too. I started off terrible, right? Terrible upbringing, but who cares? I'm gonna make sure things come out good on my end, right? But I am here to make sure and prove to you boys and my audience, I guess, is, I don't know, be all optimistic. That's all I'll say. Right? I think I got to sleep early today. Right now is usually that is when my watch on this hand, and I just looked down to check my watch, and I don't even have my watch on. Right? But you boys have a good day, and you take care, right? Now remember what I said. Do not let money change who you are. You have to figure, again, if you watch my previous videos, you would know how to find yourself, which is just simply asking what you want. What do you want? Who do you want to be? What guy do you want to be? What girl do you want to be? Right? Just, you choose. And then once you figure out what it is, apparently our next danger to your identity is money. Now, I'm not saying money is all evil. Forget that shit. Just don't let money change who you are, right? I see it. I'm seeing it a lot. Do not let money change who you are, right? I will always say it before. I said it before and I'll say it again. One day, when I said to make an absolute shit ton of money, number one, I will of course make sure that I am stable. But the next idea is like, I would have like a percentage of the earnings and probably like a separate bank account. And then we could go on Twitch or YouTube live and we bust that money straight on donations and just random shit. You know what I mean? I mean, it doesn't have to be donation. We could try to do it monthly, because I mean, monthly is kind of like how it works. And yeah, I mean, of course, like maybe games. You know, I could do like a gaming channel to it. Let's play Roblox. Let's play World of Tanks Blitz. I mean, if you're watching my videos thus far, you would know that, right? But yeah, don't let money change who you are, right? What else? What else I learned from this life lesson? Again, just treat people as also treat people as you would treat yourself too. I just feel like if you treat people like human, you treat people with kindness, and you just genuinely care about people, you will be rewarded for that. I'm telling you, right? So no matter how bad people treat me, I will make sure I treat people good. I will treat people the same way I would have someone treat myself. I would treat myself. I'm so tired of stuttering. I'm stuttering so much in this video. But yeah. So I'm gonna make sure I get some good rest today. Probably like right after this video, I'm gonna put this phone stand all the way over there and go to sleep. So yeah. With that being said, boys and girls and whoever else, I guess, you take care, you have a good day, and remember what I said. Don't let money change who you are, and always treat people as you would treat yourself, right? And I promise you, just, I don't know, some way, somehow, you will have a good life. You will have a good life. You will have a true life, right? True life. I acting like if I already live out life. Right, I just trying to give simple advice. But anyways, not to make the video too long, 24 minutes and 31 seconds is already really long. I've not made a video this long in ages, but it was a good talk with myself, I guess. Right, take care and good night.